Xandel Carivus was an arrogant bureaucrat who came from a wealthy imperial family from the outer rim planet resort of Ord Cantrell. His family had long supported the Galactic Empire, so naturally Carivus became an Imperial and eventually rose to be an influential figure in the circles of power. In 10 ABY, Carivus aided the Imperial Sovereign Protector, Carnor Jax, who had plans of his own to remove the Emperor despite joining the clone of Palpatine on Biss. With funds provided by Carivus and others, Jax bribed the Emperor's physician into sabotaging Palpatine's remaining clones. With Carnor Jax as the head of the newly created Interim Ruling Council, Carivus was now a leading member of what remained of the original Galactic Empire. However, he steadily became lazy and complacent, which did not go unnoticed by members of the Council, and indeed they held grievances towards his attitude and application on Imperial matters. By this time, Carivus had installed his own private guard for personal protection, which was also seen as unpopular to other members of the Council. This period did not last long before Carnor Jax was killed on the planet Rincor by a former comrade, Kir Kanos, who was seeking justice for the cloned Palpatine's death and was hunting down every collaborator involved in the former Emperor's demise. When the Interim Ruling Council learned of this, it created division between them. While some of the Council dismissed that Kanos could not possibly fulfill this threat, others felt the fledgling Council would struggle to hold on to power now their Emperor had been killed. In 11 ABY, the Council eventually agreed, in the interests of stability for the Empire, to appoint Bernolid, who was an arrogant aristocrat, as a temporary head while looking for a new Imperial leader. By this time, a strange alien advisor had emerged to become an aide to Carivus. Nom Anor was actually a secret agent sent by the Yuuzhan Vong to destabilize the galaxy prior to their invasion, and so Anor went to great lengths to conceal his true purpose while acting in the service of the Interim Council. Anor advised Carivus to provide his estate as an acting place for the Interim Council to meet, while at the same time knowing of the Council's contempt for Carivus, believing he was a fool and a coward. Behind the scenes, Anor persuaded a majority of the members to see the head of the Council as a dangerous position, with an intent to seat an unpopular leader on the Imperial throne. With conditions right for a new leader to be chosen, Anor arranged for Knowledge to be assassinated by leaving a self-destructing message disc in his chambers. The shocked Interim Council responded by voting to elect the seemingly incompetent Carivus as the Empire's new leader. However, Carivus was not as foolish as Anor and the Council first thought. He sensed an air of treachery around him and began to believe Anor wanted to become the Emperor himself and rule the Empire with his people replacing the Council as the new leaders. However, Anor's plan extended beyond his own ambitions and was actually driving the tension between the Empire's human and alien species. By the time Anor has assassinated two of the Council members, Admiral Banjir and General Omodid, the Council was reaching a paranoid breaking point. Realising they needed to act, the Council falsely accused Fina Dasta for the killing of Bernolid. Fearing for her own safety, she called for a vote of no confidence in Carivus after the latest assassinations. Although the vote failed miserably, none of the remaining Council members wanted to put themselves forward, in fear of their own assassination. Also, Carivus developed a lasting grudge against Fina, and placed her under arrest for her attempt to remove him from the Imperial throne. He then rounded up and arrested all of the non-human Council members on Anor's advice. Only days after, Carivus narrowly escaped assassination attempt, and Imperial troops identified a clone of Carivus accompanied by the assassins. The attempt had been planned by the Black Sun to replace him with their own clone and control the Empire. In the months that followed, Carivus' confidence grew, believing he was the rightful heir to the Imperial throne, and so he decided to resolve the remaining Council and declared himself the Emperor. In doing so, the aliens now held a grudge against Carivus instead of the humans, and was hated by the remnants of the Empire. Anor now realised his secret plan on behalf of the Yuuzhan Vong did not include Carivus as the new Imperial Emperor. Anor planned to poison Carivus, but Kir Kanos, in his vendetta to avenge Palpatine's death, infiltrated Carivus' palace on Ord Cantrell and killed his personal guard. Carivus tried to make an escape, but Kanos stopped him, hitting the Emperor across the room. Although Carivus tried to plead for his life, Kanos coldly executed him. In the aftermath of Carivus' death in 11 ABY, it does appear from the legend story he was the last person to attempt to claim the title of Emperor until Jagged fell in 44 ABY. With his death, the original Galactic Empire would cease to exist, and in 12 ABY most of the splintered Imperial factions established the Imperial Remnant. Subscribe to the channel for more Legends Imperial videos, and please leave a like and a comment on your Star Wars views. Thank you for watching, long live the Empire, and as always, may the Force be with you.